Yeah, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your host, Atonda. As I always say, please love, share, and leave your comment. Your comment will help us. Please, I'm begging you, please love, kindly love, share, and leave your comment. Yeah, that's what we want us to look into this morning, and that is the expenses of the federal government, not only the federal government, at the state level and at the local government level. The expenses are becoming too great. And what are we doing? We are passing bill. We are passing bill to the next coming generation. We are passing a bill that the next generation will not be able to pay. The next coming generation will be enslaved. The next coming generation will be of no value, whereby Nigeria will become very useless. We have all seen the bill of the federal government, the budget of the federal government is becoming alarming, and the borrowing of the federal government to implement this budget is becoming so suspicious. But what are we saying? This generation of ours is creating more problem for the next generation to come. And we have to take note, the most important thing, the budget is not the problem, but the implementation of the budget is where the problem is. The capital expenditure that the budget carry out is so heavy, whereby the federal government will be seeking for more loans. If they are able to implement it, then we could have been saying, okay, that is good enough. But in a situation whereby the federal government will not be able to implement this budget, will not be able to carry out the capital expenditure that is going to last for 20, 30, 40 years. They will not be able to do that. All what they are going to do is just to carry out some petty, I say petty, that has no value, that will not last for 3 years. They will do a road, they will construct a road, the bridges, the schools, that will not be able to last for a decade. And when this occurs, it's going to bring down the next generation. That is going to be calamity. The calamity will be so great that the same expenditure that they carry out, the same capital expenses, the road that they construct, is that same road the next generation will be constructing. And when there is no money, there's going to be chaos. For my own opinion, I don't think the federal government or the state government or the local government should mind the way they are spending. There should be an internal revenue where we can all look on, whereby the government at the state or the local government will be able to save money. But all what they are thinking is, how they are going to embezzle. How they are going to embezzle. So they don't have the mind of looking inward to create a source of wealth for Nigeria. Our agriculture is there. Our mining is there. Our petroleum is there. They are not able to make use of all these things. Come to the Western world. See Holland. See Belgium. See France. See Germany. What do they have? No single mineral resources. But they are able to look inward, to be able to collect their tax. The little mineral resources they have, they are able to manage it effectively. Their government is not corrupt like our government. Their government doesn't embezzle like our government. This little money is what they use to develop their country. It's what they use to develop their country, and we see all our government are rushing down to that place. They are rushing their children down to that place, whereby they leave us to die in poverty. Our government should please look for a way to be safe. Look for a way to be able to save. They should not be thinking of themselves alone or their family. They should be able to think about us, ordinary citizens, to be able to think about the poor. Not only their own pocket, not only their own family, not only their immediate friends and family. They are there to protect our interests. But now we see them protecting their own interests. If you are working, you are receiving a salary of 50,000. And before the month end, on the 10th, you have already spent that 50,000. Then you start borrowing. Every month, you start borrowing another 30,000 to sustain yourself or your family. There is going to be a time your debt will run you over. And when your debt runs you over, there is no way you can even your salary can sustain you. That is what's happening to Nigeria now. Our income is not able to sustain us because of our bad leadership. Because of the bad leadership we have, our income is no more able to sustain us. Let's call upon our government to use our resources, to manage our resources through the right way. To manage our resources, to develop our country, to develop our road, to develop our schools, to develop our hospitals, so that we also can live like a civilized somebody. We also will be proud to say, yes, I'm in Nigeria. We are asking our government to be able to save, not going about borrowing money or spending money they do not have. As I always say, this is just my opinion. Please share, love, and leave your comments. I remain your boss, Atonda. Till we meet again, God bless.